Hello, and welcome to a Broken Binding unboxing. Not just a Broken Binding unboxing, but the second title from the TBB Press, the Broken Binding Press, which curiously enough on the customs declaration says Body, Mind, and Spirit book. So that's interesting. This is a fantasy novel. So this is Illborn by Daniel T. Jackson. So Ryan Cahill got the first TBB Press title, and I haven't read it yet, but the quality was superb. We're talking, one of my main criticisms about the Broken Binding is that you have the glued spines. Well, TBB has sewn spines. It has cloth boards. It has gilded page edges. It was stunning, and this looks incredible. So here it is, Illborn, the first of the Illborn novels. So hopefully the future titles get the same treatment. I have not read this novel, but they had said, they being the Broken Binding, had said that they've gotten countless requests to release this in hardcover. And so here it is in hardcover. And it has received lots of praise online. Lots of great reviews. Wow. First of all, look at that dust jacket. The foiling on the dust jacket. It does have a Mylar protector on the dust jacket, which is really cool to begin with. That is a creepy back cover. Got like some dude being sacrificed. Of course, the gilded page edges. Stunning. And then you're thinking, oh, how could they top that? How about some gilded cloth boards? Look at the stamping on that. The cloth boards are very, very nice. It's not like some cheap cloth. I mean, it feels like legit cloth. I mean, how does the opportunity ever arise for one person to alter the destiny of a world? Illborn, Daniel T. Jackson. They don't even put TBB on it. They are dedicated to the book itself. So we have our end papers, our end sheets. Of course, it is signed by Daniel T. Jackson. This is number 363. I honestly don't remember what number I got for the Cahill title, but I mean, I don't think any of my Broken Binding numbers match except for the subscription. Would have been cool, I suppose, if they had matched the subscription number, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I have not read this novel. Oh, we got an original introduction, this collector's edition of Illborn, book one of the Illborn saga by Daniel T. Jackson. That's really nice. I know it's got a full color map. There it is. Very nice. I know the premise of it is that 800 years ago, here it is in the prologue, a man comes out of the Holy Lands imbued with just divine power, and he unites the lands. Well, 800 years have passed, and the lands aren't quite as united anymore. They are now we're in a war. In the midst of a war and religious prosecutions going on, and these four strangers all start to exhibit powers. Oh, there is some art. Look at that. If fear were suddenly forgotten, he would save her or die trying. I like it. So they just kind of throw all the art in one. You have illustrations of the four characters, the four teens with their divine powers. We have Ariane, Alana, Corin, and Liana. And I know it has... Oh, she could see across the whole crowd now through the opening of her hood. Okay, somebody's getting sacrificed. And anyways, it's different characters. So I can see here, this is Corin in this chapter. But what I have read, I didn't read too many reviews, but I kind of glanced the reviews. They said that the characters are incredibly well written. Jackson excels at keeping you engaged with all of the different characters. They say the plot is superb. They say the themes, the little thematic messages they're hitting upon aren't really too in your face. You can see the gold reflecting on my hand. I love that. And let me tell you, it sounds intriguing as hell. I like reading a good fantasy debut, especially when it's getting consistently 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 reviews. That is just, yeah. As they experience conflict, love, lust, and betrayal, and lands which are being overtaken by war, they must try to stay ahead of and to survive the sinister forces. That sounds fantastic. And there's a picture of him with both Illborn as well as the dictionary and thesaurus. So you know he's well read. Anyways, I am very excited about this. This was limited to 1,000 copies, much like the previous Cahill title. And it is sold out. It is sold out. It's a little bit pricier than the normal editions because it is quite literally a deluxe edition. This thing is superb. It's gorgeous. Look at that. It's stunning. So it was pricier than the normal books, but damn if it wasn't worth every penny. So I got to read the book itself. But not only, I think I remember getting an email, this shipped, but several weeks back, I got an email. I think we got like an ebook edition of this too. So that's cool. You get a little free ebook version in case you don't want to read your collector's edition. I don't mind reading the collector's editions. If you've watched any of my book reviews, I don't mind reading a good Suntup. I will say I haven't read any Suntup numbered editions yet. I've stuck with just the artist editions, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to reading this. My only concern with reading a novel like this is if it's really, really good and it's part of the Illborn saga, and the Illborn saga isn't complete. God, I hate that. It's like I think the sequel might be out already, but man, you gotta, wait on the edge of your seat for the sequel. Don't you just hate that? But anyways, check out the Broken Binding. Oh, speaking of binding, we didn't look at the sewn binding. Not there's really anything to see. You can't see in there. But it has a sewn binding, which is superb. You will not be breaking this binding. But check out the Broken Binding. I am subscribed to the subscription. Get a box every month. I do the unboxing of that, so please check out my channel. They do sell the leftovers eventually over at thebrokenbindingsub.com. Thebrokenbinding.com is where they have just like the regular old editions with signed book plates and such, or signed tipped-in pages. But they're not going to be deluxe editions or special editions. They're not going to have beautiful sprayed edges or gilded edges such as this. But wow, they do a good job. I've said that their other editions are very much just like fancy trade editions, but these TBB, the Broken Binding Press editions, they are beyond trade editions. These are quite literally special editions. These are trying to give Paul Fry at SST a run for his money. It's not going to be as fancy as a Suntup edition, but it doesn't have the bonded leather of a Grim Oak Press edition, but I kind of prefer a cloth binding personally. So it's a stunning special edition. I really can't wait to see what they do next with their press. So thank you guys very much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you around next time.